Mitch McConnell gonna be like, "Stimmy my word."
You can't shut down with no stimmy.
You can't.
You can't.
They shut the government down for anything and the world be open. So it's just like
They done shut that shit down like twice in the last 3 years, but
we shut it down for less.
Yeah, we have shut this bitch down for less.
Gave us the last whole year. That's nuts.
Nigga, you will get 15 and like it.
You gotta keep the economy stimulated.
They might give you some.
12.
They might give you out. They gonna boost unemployment.
15?
They gonna boost unemployment one more time.
Something.
They gonna boost unemployment one more time. And 15 and be like, take that.
I need the monthly job.
I'd like to welcome you to the World Motherfuckers Greatest Podcast in the
World.
Ooh, nice and soft. Nice and soft. So we got big guests in the house. Big guests. Big bosses.
Grown man shit.
Niggas who been here, out here. Innovators.
We've known them for a long time, right?
Creators.
Long time.
Guys who's really doing this shit.
Fashion houses randomly.
Niggas really not doing it like these
Fashion
niggas really
factories.
doing it.
It's ridiculous.
It's really big out here. And we
Black
talking
excellence, black
big time.
business.
Ricardo, talk to him.
D'Sean.
So we know you personally on a personal level from doing, in the business world back in Miami,
Our
2018.
Yep.
First time we linked up, and we did not know each other back then.
Nah.
Our booth just happened to be beside each other.
Yeah, literally.
Literally right beside each other. And what I think I enjoyed the most about that weekend was the camaraderie for someone who didn't know us.
Mm-hmm.
You were very hospitable. You was very like, hey, this what I know. You was in the game a lot longer than us. So you
For
was,
sure.
I feel like you was giving us gems. Hey, this what I, little shit like that. I really appreciated that from someone who did not know us from nowhere.
Yeah.
And you did that. So first of all, I just want to say thank you on that personal note, because that was some real shit. Never had to do that.
You're welcome.
But to the brand now, like I said, you started before us.
Yeah.
So can you maybe give some people some idea about how you got here or where you were? Because, in 2018, we was looking at you like, hey this nigga,
he's
like I
got
said,
it.
big time. Like, this nigga doing it.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
for the people who maybe don't know,
And now we see you in 2020.
and we like
just
even bigger.
And we're like, oh shit.
So for the people who don't know how you got here or started, like, give them some recap and let them know.
So first of all, my name's Rich, man. I'm the CEO, founder, creative director of Ricardo D'Sean.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I started the brand in 2017, actually.
Wow.
So it hasn't been that long for the brand, you know what I'm saying? But I have been doing this shit since like I was 16. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So speak to that, because the brand is, like you said, a little newer, but you've been in it. That's what I'm saying. You
yeah.
like I said, you had old man jumps for us that day.
Like you came off the press is hot.
yeah, I've been in this game since I was 16, man. Like, I'm 40 now. So I'm 40.
Two
so
decades.
Like, yeah, so that's a long ass time. But like, it's just a lot of learning curves that I had to experience. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want anybody else to experience. So I don't mind dropping gems than nobody else. That shit free, man. Like, you're supposed to help your fellow people out. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that stingy shit, it ain't worth it.
I like
you know
that.
What I'm saying?
So where'd you start off at in the beginning when you said
Man, I had my first clothing line. That shit was called Mo Black Apparel. I always been about my people. You know what I'm saying? I had my shit in Mansfield Menswear on 8th Street Northeast. Sold that shit out my grandmother's house. Sold it on the corner, wherever I could get it off at. Pause. But yeah. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So when you were 16, what made you even jump into that?
man, I always like art. Like, I was that's probably the only class I got an A in. I ain't even get an A in gym, but like, I always like art. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, drawing, colors, schemes, everything, anything involved with art, I loved it. So like, me getting into clothes, like I could dress
natural.
too. You know what I'm saying? So like, I was always putting my shit together, like colors and shit. Like, everybody in the neighborhood was wearing black, I was wearing colors. Like, that was my shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was with it. You know what I'm saying? It was a passion I had, so it was a passion I stuck with to this day.
So we talking mid 90s. You starting your thing in the district. Paint that picture for me. Take me back to 94, 95, 96. What it looks like.
Shit, nigga,
for
I don't
you.
remember yesterday.
All right, give me some memories. Give me some memories of the time.
I mean, like 96, when I started that shit, man, I was you know, I was just getting out there in the streets too. You know what I'm saying? My family got a lot of OGs, and you know what I'm saying, good men. You know what I'm saying? But like, I dabble and dabble too. You know what I'm saying? But like. That
era. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't really had no other choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't no big time rifle nigga, but like, I
You handle business.
I handle business.
And that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? But like, at the end of the day, I still did what I did with
entrepreneur.
with the entrepreneurship.
You know, I find that interesting because a lot of dudes, older cats from that era, they got that in them. Like, they were always like, for you graduated to what we see now, but they always was doing something while always hustling. And I find it interesting that at 16 you knew the clothes was the route and you were still doing that other thing. So that was just interesting because I'm a little younger. I was a baby. You know, I was watching them guys. So it's interesting always to hear them stories, you know, firsthand. So let's move on a little bit. Let's get to the 2000s. You're a little older now. We in our teens, early 20s.
Yeah.
What's the transition like at that point?
I ain't give a fuck about no clothes in 2000. I was making a lot of money in 2000. Like, so I ain't give a fuck about no clothes. I was buying clothes.
So let me talk about the fashion. What was it like that?
Man, you was wearing like Madness, but Madness was kind of fading off because, you know, Eddie and them got locked up or whatever. But, you know, like I was wearing like DDTP. Like I was rocking that shit hard. Like DDTP, like Boss. That's all these niggas wear. Like I was wearing a lot of Hugo Boss. I had a couple of Versace pieces when I was a little bit slimmer. I can't fit that shit now. You know what I'm saying? But that's also another reason why I started my own brand again because I couldn't fit a lot of the shit that was out here. So you know, I'm a big boy. Like I ain't no skinny guy. Man. I can't put on the slacks and the suits and I got the guts and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I had to create something that was for me. You know what I'm saying? Like
suits and slacks even.
Yeah. Nah, I seen you in one. Nah.
So one thing about fashion, especially old heads, I like to talk about is New Balances because that I always see the debate between
What's there to talk about?
I mean, I see people from B-more. I see people from Boston.
Yeah.
I see people all around claiming it. So as an old head and an OG in this, tell me what New Balance mean to you and for the city, for you personally.
New Balance is DC. It wouldn't be no New Balance without DC. Nobody knew about New Balances. All these guys getting hip to New Balances and shit, you know what I'm saying? Getting their sneaker collabs and shit. Nobody was doing that shit before DC. Yeah, DC had the first sneaker collab, Eat. Mm-hmm. After that, you know what I'm saying? It was other people, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, somebody, you know, from another state did that shit with it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Joe Fresh Goods. You know what I'm saying? He crushed that shit. But like,
you know where it started.
DC started that shit. We started it. You know,
even back in the day, I remember niggas used to wear the 570s.
Yeah, 570s and 1300s.
Like I remember my cousin. I was like, why do you like these?
992s. Then you know what I'm saying? Like
shout out to the best uniform shoe ever. Nigga, you can do everything in the
staple.
gym.
You know, real area staple shit.
I went to English and gym, played basketball, and then went to biology in them bitches.
I ain't played basketball. Them
He's a wicked. That's some skinny nigga shit right there. Yeah. Some skinny nigga shit.
No, I seen some big niggas play. Shout out to Fat Dre, man. Shout out to Fat Dre.
Shout out Fat Dre.
Yeah.
So back to because we're gonna take a little journey with you. So let's get to the 10. So what's it like then now? Like, cause I'm assuming we still get a lot of money or. We're trailing into something new. We're trailing into
investing the money.
We're doing something different now. We're seeing a horizon. We're seeing the horizon.
No, like
Wifey like, huh? She's like, I ain't hear these stories before.
Man, so you said the 10s?
You said the 10s?
Man,
early 10s. Before we get to the brand,
I was still getting money, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fortunately, I was smart enough to open up a few businesses. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I am an entrepreneur. I'm a serial entrepreneur. So, like.
What do you mean when you say serial entrepreneur?
I open up a business in 5 seconds. Like I open up some shit to make your head spin. Like,
what's the most random business you can in your lifetime that you can tell me you open?
I don't know, man. I had a little baseball card store.
Wow.
Yeah, little sports card store shit. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
dope.
As random as
was that doing like the Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
Nah.
What year was that? Because I need it. Because if I hear the year,
baseball cards was lit without like our age.
It was like 2000, like 2007-ish,
Yeah.
6.
I like that.
somewhere around there.
That's
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
About
around
to
that
be
time.
we young niggas.
We had cards from like me and my boy Rico. Like we had cards from back when we was kids.
No, I'm always
you know what I'm saying. But like,
My man had a memory. Hey, make some noise. Hey, clap it up for that. Make some noise for that. That's hard. That's hard. Okay. All
yeah,
right.
I owned a couple other businesses. I had a automotive detailing shop. You know what I'm saying. I had a paintless dent repair shop. I had all kinds.
Yeah,
of
3.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I invest my money in other shit.
So what, man? I'm curious as to what brings this mindset because we're gonna get to the brand soon. I know you want to talk about, but I'm interested now. Like, what gets a person to just be like, yo, I'm open this, I'm open that.
Man, I just honestly, man, until probably like a few years ago, man, I just had this thing in my head where it's like I gotta keep money in my pocket. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I wasn't trying to be a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? I was just trying to keep money in my pocket. I was trying to pay my bills, make sure my kids got food on the table, clothes on their back, shit like that. Like, being a millionaire, that's cool, man, but like, let's live in reality, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I just keep trying to flip my money, you know what I'm saying? But like, other than that, that's about it for me. Like,
You hear this, kids?
I like to hustle, man. Like,
You hear this, kids? This is real hustling. Not
hustle
that,
make you feel good. Like, it made me feel good. Like,
not that
you know
shit
what
you
I'm
see
saying?
on Twitter and on TV. This is real hustling right here. All right, so we still, like you said, the money's flowing, there's money flowing, and now it's 2016. I want to talk the year before the brand because a brand doesn't happen. Well, maybe for you, because like you said, you just be popping out these businesses
in 5 minutes.
in 5 minutes. But what happens the year before you decide to say, boom?
So I had a brand called Wealthy Brand with a partner of mine, with you know, and we was doing all right. You know what I'm saying? This is actually when I met her, so you know what I'm saying. Like we was doing all right, and you know it just wasn't going in the direction where we wanted to go. Like he was going one way, I was going the other, so it failed. And then you know what I'm saying, like shout out to my pops, rest in peace. But like he always, you know, would call me Ricardo D'Sean. He's like, man, you a little fucking artist. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I said, you know, I'm gonna take this name Ricardo D'Sean, which is my government name technically, but you know, I took that shit, man, made it a brand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I am the brand. Like, so you sell yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I do with my clothes. I sell myself. I tell stories about everything I make.
I was actually about to ask you about that because I'm looking at the hoodie. Shout out to Al, shout out to Nate. You know what I'm saying? They got the
So hold on, real quick, Nate. Let me see the hoodie one time. Let me get a.
okay, and wifey got one.
I want the black jump. Like I was trying to go to the event, but I couldn't make it. But I want the black jump.
Should have pulled up.
It's down the street too.
We having another one though, Black Friday.
You
So,
need the black one.
yeah.
No, I was going to ask because it's like you got hoodies like pieces like this. I don't like calling it merch or hoodies because like you got pieces like this that tell a story, and then you have stuff like this that is more like
That's telling the story.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's telling the story.
Just a different type in
Yeah.
a different way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's the
And,
difference?
Culturally speaking, you cross like you know what I'm saying? Because like what I was gonna say is like it gets into like Red Topic, Hot Topic, Led Zeppelin. You know what I'm saying? Like road merch. That's what I'm saying. Like 80s road tour
band.
merch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the vibe I'm going for now.
Okay.
That's what I like, you know what I'm saying?
I be saying it,
Smart
baby.
man, you smart man.
I see it.
Nah, but like so like even with this hoodie right here, like this dedicated to my uncle.
Okay.
Like my uncles, all of them ride Harley Davidsons. You know what I'm saying? I call them jokers the Road Warriors. That's what I call this, the Road Warrior hoodie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You see the Harley Davidson on there. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what it is, man. Like
Yeah,
I
the
try to
skull
tell
and
a
the
story
wolf.
with almost every piece that I do. I try to tell a story.
Okay.
That makes me have a question. You don't seem to repeat things.
I don't.
Everything seems to be for a time period and for like a season, or like it's very exclusive. Is that by purpose or is it by like your artistic nature?
Yeah, it's by purpose for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like as an artist, I don't want to repeat shit. It slows me down, puts me back. I want to go forward. So like, I got 40 years worth of designs for your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So you don't ever feel as though like, man, this was it. Like there's never one or a.
Not for me.
Damn.
Nah, I just want to create those shit, man. Like creating those shit for me is like this is it. That's what that is for me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like Even I tell them, they be like, "This it, this the one." Like we put it in the group chat, they be like, "This the one." I'm like, "All right." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but by the time they done got done saying this one, I'll be gonna design something else and put it in the group chat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got so much shit in my head that I need to release. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people that said clothing brands that just do t-shirts don't win. Yeah, I know you are though.
I like the spiciness. So, let's get to a little bit more into the brand. So 2017, we actually start. Boom. We out here. What is the biggest obstacle for you in year one, would you say, that you were like, wow?
Obstacle? I really didn't have an obstacle.
I like that.
Year one was like super fun for me, man. Like we did a shitload of pop-ups, you know what I'm saying? Like year one was fun. I ain't having no obstacles, you know what I'm saying? Like I got
So then what was the most enjoyable moment of it? Or the moment you like, okay, I like
all
this.
of it. Like all of it. Like I have fun with what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not having fun with what you do, don't do that shit at all. Because you're doing it for the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? Like I have fun. Every single time I release something, I have fun. Every time I design something, I have fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm having fun now. Like I love this shit. Like I love creating. So like this is why I'm a winner in the long run. Like a lot of people want to do this shit to make money. Money gonna be there. Do this shit because you love it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like have fun with the shit. If you ain't having fun with it, move the fuck on. Get the fuck out my way.
Let's talk about that. Get the fuck out my way. We had I went on a whole rant a couple weeks ago about how, like, you know, people have come and gone, but at least in my opinion, we've stayed and we've matured and matured. You know, we've done different things.
You're the best interviewers in this podcast shit. I just want to let y'all know.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was appreciate, and I would say the same for you, that as like I said, from 2018 when I first like met you to now, this shit wasn't what it, like, you know, this ain't that.
Like, yeah, like, and that was going to, thank you for leading up to my question. Nah, because you were saying about the stealing. Charles has a thing of stealing my talking points, and I hate it, but I just let them go because they're great questions. But quality, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing that you really paid attention to. It's one thing since 2018 when we first saw you. We saw the pants, and we were like, yes, these are the ones.
They still going,
And
right?
they still going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we saw them then, we were just like, dog, these Jones tough as shit. Back then, we was just like, hey, we gotta get our shit up. Like,
Yeah,
we
definitely.
was like, we gotta get our shit up. And then he was like, finding out that you started literally a year before we saw you, it was just like, oh shit. So, like, how did you even get the eye for the quality that you wanted?
For one, I never bought cheap shit when I don't dress myself in cheap shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I always, like, even when I was out there, I bought high dollar shit. You know what I'm saying? Also, man, I study my craft. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I look at the tags on the shirts. Like, you go in clothing stores, how people go in there be like, oh, this shit cool as shit, let me buy this. Nah, I'm looking at the motherfucking labels. I'm seeing what kind of fabrics they're using. I'm seeing the color on the fabric. I'm seeing what kind of texture it got. Like, I study that shit because this is what I love. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's what I do. I sit there and watch fucking YouTube videos all day long. Shit tell you, I watch them all day long. I watch the same YouTube video 50,000 times in one day because I want to study that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's me. Like, I love this shit, and I went back to it again. If you don't love it, don't do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you love it, you gonna win.
So can I do some random psychoanalysis
Not
real
really.
quick?
Okay.
You love the repetition of, like, the studying of it, but you don't like the repetition of, like, the creation. I find that interesting that you can pinpoint this one thing and be like, I need to know this, but like you can go the creative. How does that work?
What do you mean, like recreating this shit?
Yeah, like you like that
Like,
way.
why I don't recreate it?
Because your shit is so fun. Like,
For what?
I just want to know. I'm just curious.
For what? Like, you gotta ask yourself, like this. I look at it like this. If I keep recreating something, that means I'm running out of fucking ideas. That means I ain't got nothing else for you. That means I ain't confident in the next shit I'm about to drop.
So is that why you took that not so subtle shot at the t-shirt person? Whoever said that thing about the
It
t-shirts?
is what it is. Man, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I say what the fuck I'm saying.
No, not the shot,
Oh,
but the
yeah.
idea that only t-shirt, whatever, people who make t-shirts can win. Like that
for
idea.
Sure, yeah, I feed off that type of shit. Like that shit, I eat that shit. Like that I get full of that type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what motivates me. I sit back and I watch people's interviews and shit. Local brands. I watch their interviews and I eat that shit. Because then when I have a conversation with you and you all buddy with me and shit, I see through that shit. Like, I'm a street dude. I see right through that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I play with you. I play games with you. I sit there and let you think that, oh, I got this motherfucker when you really don't.
Oh, you really sold drugs.
All right. No. That's interesting because I never thought of your brand as just a t-shirt brand because, like he said, the pants. I remember that was a big thing. We saw the pants and we really liked the pants. So that's interesting to me, like that you would like that in particular. You felt that one. I just find that interesting because that's not what the brand is. So why that in particular? You make hoodies. Why that one in particular?
What the t-shirt?
Yeah. We make t-shirts. Like I'm not bad to tell you. We do t-shirts. So when someone who doesn't do
We
something,
came up off t-shirts.
Yeah, I mean,
it's interesting.
It ain't no shot against y'all, but like ain't nobody in this city fucking with me.
No, that's a
But
fact.
I feel like you should
Like
feel
I'm
like
confident in saying that.
Yeah.
No brand in this city is fucking with me.
But why wouldn't you feel? But
like the person who said it,
mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? They was cocky because they got a good win. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
But so I think I'm getting you.
Who said it?
You,
but
like you
I
said.
knew when they said it, they was talking about me.
Who
But
said
you
it?
like relax. You like the competition. You like the competition.
That's
Though.
what I'm here for.
Competition.
Well, the idea of the brands, cause you see it though, because you can't tell me you don't see it.
Nah, as far as clothing, it ain't a competition with me. Now mentally, it's a competition.
That's my so you feel the idea that like I do this, other people think they do that.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that.
It's literally
I'm just
chess, not
speaking,
checkers.
But to me, I think that's good. We all in a creative craft. Why not elevate the next person? Why shouldn't you feel like you make the best shit?
Yeah.
And you got some shit to stand on.
Yeah.
So why not?
Motherfucking hat. I keep looking at your hat, bro. Like, that joint, like, it's so tough. Like, it remind me, like, I don't want to say it remind me of a starter cap because it's like, the only thing that reminds me of a starter cap is the green.
It's the MLB baseball cap.
Yep.
Simple but yet effective.
Yep. Effective as hell.
You know what I'm
Because, like,
saying?
it brings me back to, like, a nostalgic time. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, hell, like, it's your brand.
Yeah.
And, like, that brings, that's vicious.
Yeah, but that's my brand. Simple but yet effective. Like, we ain't trying to put too much shit out there to, like, make you be like, oh, shit. Like, people gotta understand, the consumer get confused when they look at too much shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to see some shit, be like, I'm gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? If I give you a fucking hat with a pocket on the side, 50 patches on the back, like, you gonna be like, what can I put with that? You put everything with this. It's a simple ass hat. You know what I'm saying? That's why those shit sells. It's simple and yet effective. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say the rest of them brands. I know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I love the OGs. They talking a different language. They just be like, they be talking to you, not through you, just to you.
That street shit.
You know, real knowledgeable. Just, I don't know what the other guys doing, but this is what we doing over here. Simple and effective. Is that something, like you said, is that from just the way you've always lived, or is that something you've come to learn in business?
that's pretty much how I always live. Like, simple and yet effective, man. Like, I ain't never been like, over extravagant dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I keep my shit low key, stay the fuck out of the way, and get my money. That's it.
And just quick tell off. Can you teach the kids, not to teach the kids, but can you tell them maybe a word of advice how to just do that very simple thing? Because I feel as though they don't get enough hearing from actual people who do it. Because you a fly ass OG, you still here, and like you said, you've always been simple yet effective. I think maybe the young kids could use a word or two of that, if you don't mind.
I mean, the best thing I can tell them is mind your business, keep your head down, and just keep pushing forward. Like, that's it, man. Like, that's how you live, man. You know what I'm saying? When you start getting all this, like, social media, business crap and shit like that, man, that shit for the birds, man. That shit fun and games, but unfortunately, a lot of people don't know how to decipher that shit now. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I don't know. Like me, I don't know how to decipher that shit. Like if somebody say something slick about me on social media, I ain't gonna reply to you. I'm gonna pull up on you. Like it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm on real man time. Like I ain't gonna play with you, but like just keep your head down, man. Stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Mind your fucking business. Do what's for you. Like you know what I'm saying? Like all that other shit, nobody else can control. Like do what's for you. You control your destiny. So like that's the best word of advice I could give them.
Appreciate that. Kids, listen.
So I got a question personally about the design process, because, you know, I'm kind of in the design area as well. I just want to know how you go about it. Like I can see all the pieces you got down here. Like you just go Photoshop, Illustrator, whatever you do. I just kind of want to know. Don't want to know specifically to, you know, steal
Don't give
anything
out all
from
the
you.
gems.
But I just want to know, like, what's your process? Like, how you go about designing your stuff?
I design everything on my phone.
Okay.
Like simple. You know what I'm saying? Like I design everything on my phone. I send it to my guy. I got a creative artist now. I send it to him. He finalizes everything, put it in the formats I needed in, you know, to get printed and stuff. And that's it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Simple
simple.
yet effective.
Yeah.
Delegation, people.
Yeah.
But you got to keep up with them. The ideas just come out.
Yeah.
We be in a room like, yo, Rich, you giving us a lot. But the man is creative. The man is always thinking about, like, what do I need to do next? How do I continue to up the ante? And I think that's it. Like, simple but effective, but also always thinking about the creative process. Always in his mind about what can I do to, like, take the brand to another level. And I think that's where you see the difference from 2017 and 2020.
Nate
is moving different.
Yeah, like
Nate, I'm sorry. Can I get Nate in real quick? Because he been quiet, but he here for a reason. So I'm glad you started talking. What is it like working alongside the person with the mad creator? What's it like being there? Because we heard from the mad creator, the mad scientist. What's it like, standing right next to him?
Yeah. So I just want to just give, respect and deference to this man for at least allowing me to be a part of this brand. It's been a learning process for me. It's helped me in my personal and my professional life. But like I said, the man is always creative. He's always thinking about ways to make the brand better than what it is. And that's why you create a team around you with people with different responsibilities, different lived experiences, and different ways of thinking to be able to, like, take all those ideas and be like, yo, we gotta be a little bit more strategic, right? We gotta think about the consumer. You got 1,000 ideas. We can use that this spring, but next fall we using something different. And I think that's where, like, it's important for us to have a team. It's important for you to have people around you to make sure that you are putting out the best products and being intentional about what you put out and when you do it. I mean, but like I said, this man, like you said, the mad scientist, always thinking about new ideas. We already thinking about what we're going to put out for fall, winter 2021, right? So that's the beauty of it. But like we have a team with different opinions, different living experiences, and that all comes into the process about when we put things out.
You go on?
That was actually my question, because like,
man, he got you
So
again.
2017 and 2020 looks different because of the team aspect. So like 2017, it was mostly all Rich, and then you'll see me at a pop-up, like working the register and stuff like that, or in Miami, like helping. And then it like expanded because I feel like great brands have different perspectives. So Nathan brings a great perspective, a different age group to the group, and like more organization. Me, I'm majority behind the scenes. So like registrations, like websites, emails, like those behind the scenes things, that's me. But I'm gonna wear everything, period. But like everyone has a role. So 2017 looks very different than 2020 because the team and like delegation. That's the word.
I love it.
that's what I said, delegate. But no, my question was like the intent in your art. Because like we spoke earlier about like how like your pieces are like timepieces. Like,
I like that word.
you know what I'm saying? Like they come out during a certain time, like the Save the Black Dollar. Like I vividly remember when that came out, because like everybody was talking about keep the dollar in the black community. I believe it was like earlier this year, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like what's the intent in your art? Like how much does that mean to you?
Man, I just drop what I feel, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't dropping no shit that
Too deep thought.
Yeah, like I drop what I feel, man. Like, and I like all of us, like even shout out to Donwell, hey, but not like, you know what I'm saying? Like we all try to spend our money with black businesses, like you know what I'm saying. And I understand being a black business owner, what it means to recirculate that dollar with you, like you know what I'm saying. Like, so I get it. You know what I'm saying? The hard part is getting somebody else to get it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why not put it on a shirt? Why not run a campaign ad about it? You know what I'm saying? That way it's educating people. You know what I'm saying? Like, even at our pop-up, I was asking people, what does the black dollar mean to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, you got to start educating people. Make people educate themselves.
That's
You know
real
what I'm saying?
shit.
So, like,
Before we get to more education, I got to get messy one time. Delegation. I heard that word being thrown around. What happens when the mad scientist wants to go rogue? That's what I want to know. Who tells the mad scientist? Listen, buddy.
everybody.
Not everybody.
Wow.
So does everyone do it the same way, or does everyone do something? Does wifey get the final like stop? Does Nate be like, G, come to the side? Like, who?
Everybody. Like, it'd be like, so we got a group chat, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I used to go rogue a lot. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
Our drops was supposed to be like on a certain day, at a certain
Listen.
time.
I feel you, man. Sometimes you gotta go rogue.
Nah,
That
like
used
real
to be
shit, I
me.
suffer
They
from
rolled me in.
anxiety
They
heavily.
they
Like
rolled
I
me in.
real live got that shit. Like got papers for that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I suffer from that shit heavily. So like we supposed to drop at 12 noon on a Saturday. I drop the shit at 8:45 a.m. Like, if I wake up, I will wake up and be like, nobody here. Like, and I drop the shit. You know what I'm saying? They were like digging my shit. You know what I'm saying? So it just had to get to the point of me being tired of getting my shit dug in, pause, and you know what I'm saying? Like, having to respect the people that was with me in this journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was the biggest thing for me. Like, it was like, damn, I'm not respecting them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if they in this shit with me from day one or whatever, I ain't respecting them. I'm just doing what the fuck I want to do. I can't keep doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? It took some work, but I mean, we doing it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a lot of self-control than what I used to have. Like,
So 2020, Rich is way more. Way more.
Yeah,
She's like, you don't even know the beginning.
No, wifey faces been killing me, Slim. Like,
oh, you been your faces.
Because
Talk to us. Talk
in
to
the
us.
group chat, it's like, so I'm like making breakfast and he drops something. I look over, and then the group chat is chiming like, Rich, why did you? So it's like,
Well, see, I know when everybody sleep. I know when Al at the gym. I know when he sleep. I know when she at work. I know what she doing. So I'm like, I got the asses. Man, I'm about to go ahead and drop this shit. Like, I don't give a fuck.
This seems like a really family. This business seems like a really family affair.
We super family. Like, this is a super family affair over here, man.
And
Like,
one thing that's interesting about family is that it's complex. Family is never just simple.
Yeah.
So to do business with family,
shout out to Sound Man.
does it ever get complex in a way where you're like, I don't know, like you get like this feels, I want to take a step back, or this relationship with this. How do you deal with that? How do you handle that? Because I think a lot of people, especially in this area, I see try to do things with and I see friendships and shit break up all the time, and y'all knit closer than
it ain't that sweet. Like, it's a lot of times, man, like, I spaz out for no fucking reason because I'm stressed out. Like, you know what I'm saying? But fortunately, I got great people around me. Like, they take that shit. They know I don't mean no harm by that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just in a bad fucking place. Like, sometimes I get creatively blocked. Sometimes my shipment ain't here fucking with them people overseas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is. But at the end of the day, I deal with the butt end of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, pause. But like, I'm saying a lot of fucked up shit.
It's okay though. It's okay, OG. This is your interview. This is your interview.
I don't even be
Hey,
thinking that
Charles.
way until you say pause. That's the
right?
thing.
That's why I do like.
I just be like,
I love my
And then
music.
you
Nah,
say
because I'm gonna
pause,
tell
I'm
you
like,
why.
oh,
Because I
shit.
know a few people that's gonna watch
Yes.
this and
Okay,
call me.
okay.
They're gonna be like, "Good God,
Rich,
bro,
what's
like,
good, Rich?
you was real wild up on there, like, but nah, like, so but nah, like, I got a great group of people around me that I consider my family. Family ain't blood. Family is people you rock with every day that you love. You know what I'm saying? So like, I got a great group of people around me. They deal with my shit all the time. I always tell them I'm super appreciative of them. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's just what it is, man. Like, they keep me here, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gonna do that, man.
Psychoanalysis number 2, if I may.
No, you can't.
I like this back and forth.
No, you can't.
When did it become like, because you seem to be really good at being like, yo, it's on me. Like, every time I've heard you be like, yo, I'm the one, you know, they dealing with me. Did there was a moment, or have you like always been like this, that you were like, all right, you know, I'm spazzing on them? Because a lot of people can't sort of do that self-reflection and be like,
they aren't that self-aware.
Self-aware. You seem to be very self-aware on all these aspects. Is this just like because wifey's helping you, or?
No. That's just why. Like, sometimes I put the blame on other motherfuckers. I don't care, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but nah, man. Most of the part I know it's me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm super short tempered, bro. Like, so like shoot.
Nah.
Oh, and I'll tell you.
They like, who?
That's my little bro. Like, that's little bro. Like, he's the little bro of the bunch, but like, I give it to him, but I do it on purpose, pause. But I do it on purpose, so, you know what I'm saying, that like, you know what I'm saying, like, it's a learning process for him. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, don't take no bullshit, but come correct when you know what I'm saying,
when it's
come
time
out here in this world. Like, even if you're not dealing with me, like, you gotta come correct. Make sure your shit at 100%. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, don't be bullshit with people. You know what I'm saying, like, take your time, get the shit right, put it together, come to us. Like, you know what I'm saying, that's why I stay on him like that. You know what I'm saying, like, I do that shit with everybody. Like, that shit ain't got nothing to do with not one motherfucking person in this room. I do that shit with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because I respect everybody. But I also want everybody to know you can't be out here bullshitting. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I hate to say this, is that like a fatherly thing? Because you seem to have a very like, I want everybody. You know, I'm trying to help everybody.
It ain't a fatherly thing. I ain't had nobody doing that shit to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be playing out here, man. Like, people be playing out here, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, they do, but like a lot of people ain't willing to give what you give so freely, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I know you might not think it's anything, but it's
ain't real.
No, I was about to say that.
That's what it is.
hey,
Cause you was a real nigga when we met you, bro.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I was literally about to say when we met you in Miami, we dapped up and you was just like,
Yeah, do this to y'all table. Do this.
yeah, bro, and that's what like I started off this interview because it was very much so like
I was so blown down there. I was pissed off.
Why?
And you was keeping me very calm. I was like, bruh.
he didn't like the whole, you know, but like even you were saying that you were like, hey, and like it was something like somebody who was like, yo, I see you, young homie, and like I said, we hadn't been to a lot of those things, and like for someone to do that, I was mad appreciative of that shit.
I mean, that event should have been better, man. You know, it was very unfucking organized. You know, shout out to the promoters who had that shit. You know what I'm saying? Get better, motherfuckers. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was very unorganized.
At a very terrible location.
Like, y'all trying to charge people
Charging
$50
niggas
at
to
the
get
fucking
in.
door to come in here and shop with us. How they gonna pay $50 to come in and shop with us? You know what I'm saying? Wild ass niggas. But go ahead, man. Like,
No.
no, cause we felt the same way that.
I was
No, but
blown,
that's what I'm
bro.
saying. Like, and you had a better way of like just I think dealing with that situation. And I just always, like I said,
I just try to stay calm in situations, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
how you the short
If I
temper
see
one,
you
but you
bang-
can be able to stay.
Because I don't want you to think I'm fucked up, bro. Like, I'm super fucked up. Like, I swear to you, like, I'm super fucked up. Like,
I fucks with you, Rich. I fucks with it. More brand talk. As like I said, you going to year 4, 5, whatever.
this fourth year.
4th year.
5 technically, cause y'all working on next year.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So
Next year already in a bus.
you know what I'm saying? So let's just say 5. Let's just say 5.
So y'all 5. It's like a new car and shit.
What's
Yeah.
I like that. What's something that you know now that you wish you knew when you first started?
As far as what?
Anything about the brand, because you hard to. Normally I ask a question and you've been giving me a lot, so you go where you want to go with this.
Man, I wish I would have known to be more engaging as far as the brand on social media. Unfortunately, I ain't built like that. Like, I can't be all up on there telling my business and shit, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't no openly public person to be like logging on every day, screaming in the camera. You know, that shit ain't for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a grown ass man.
I feel that 100%.
You don't pay my bills. You don't even know what the fuck I'm doing throughout the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna get this good ass product and you gonna appreciate that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even real spill. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Simple but effective.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
Very
like-
on brand.
very,
Like,
everything is
you know
all
what I'm saying?
brand.
Like,
I personally love it.
and that's the thing I've been fighting this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, going back to, you know, what you asked earlier, like, you know, one of my downfalls of the brand, like, you know, we don't have a lot of followers because we don't put our life out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't go live a lot. Like, people like that shit.
They do.
Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying?
People don't want to know the brand, they want to know the people.
Yeah, you just gonna know somebody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just, you know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
I'm very
100%.
proud.
I'm saying you is him. You saying
Yeah.
everything he said in our group text. Nigga, why I'm doing that for what?
Nah, dead ass.
For what?
Yeah, I'm not really a
Because we
camera
got a
person.
brand.
Like, I'm
but
not a camera
we
person.
got a
and
brand
shit, man.
page for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really a camera person. I don't like talking in it. Like, I can't do it. Shout out to a lot of the dudes that I know that can do that shit. I just can't do
If
it.
it
Like,
wasn't for sponsorships, advertisement
Yeah.
dollars and shit like that,
I get nervous, bro. Like, this shit right here, I'm sweating like a motherfucker. I'm sweating like a nigga at a KKK meeting right now. I'm sweating like shit, bro.
Because you
Like,
dropping jabs.
I'm
You
nervous,
got,
but I'm
I seen
nervous.
it. I
Like,
seen
you know
it
what I'm
you
saying?
got the
I look
rebuttals?
the camera, like,
you got the
know what I'm
rebuttals
saying?
on point, man. You can do this
But,
for a
like,
living, my G.
it's the Casamigos.
It's definitely the Casamigos, yeah. Like, but like, y'all,
100%
man,
agave.
like, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the things that's killing us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not out here in everybody club jumping around with everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I'm giving you dope shit. But at the end of the day, you gonna respect that shit. You know what I'm saying? I sell out every fucking time.
That's a fact.
Every fucking
I seen
time.
it.
Yeah.
And I ain't dropping no minimal shit. Like, I ain't dropping no 20 pieces or nothing like that.
And you don't
Like,
travel with no minimal shit either.
nah, you see how
Yeah.
Motherfucker got the warehouse.
Yeah.
And
The
we
fucking
sold out
warehouse.
out there too.
His luggage got luggage.
Yeah, we sold out in Miami. Like, I had two. You know, remember I told you I had two events.
My
in
man,
Miami.
you was, and that was
I
one
left
thing.
that one
You
and went
left.
to another one.
You were like, man, this joint ain't really. I'm going, and I was like, that's a nigga who would already had already thought about
I
2
should have
steps
went with you
ahead.
because you asked me
I
right
told
before
y'all
you
to come
left.
with me. Like,
I
and
remember
you
it.
would have sold out at that joint too, because they was coming in there buying every fucking thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's just about how you move,
yeah,
man.
but like, man, I know, you know, it's like for me, man. The challenge for me right now, the only challenge I face is just being older in the game. You know what I'm saying? Not being out there as much, and I can't put on, you know, some skimpy shit and get some followers. You know what I'm
You're a
saying?
fool. You're a damn fool.
It is what it is.
The real will win. That's all that matters.
is
Jeezy
what it
told
is.
us that a long time ago. So I think we might be finished with you, Rich. I think I might need to get Wifey and Nate and everybody else in. So you mind if I talk to? No, stay. No, you stay. You the main attraction here. Well, Wifey, what is it like working? And first of all, can we congratulate y'all? Can we get a big congrats to the couple? Get engaged, get married. We love to see black love. It's a real thing.
Up like a motherfucker.
It's beautiful.
Bought multiple properties.
You know what I'm saying?
You're a crazy nigga.
What's it like working day to day? Because y'all work, it seems so beautifully together, but also, from Rich's point, it gets hectic, it's real. So what's it like going through that with your person?
Say the right answer.
See, honestly, like being in a relationship with a serial entrepreneur just drives you to be like your best self every day. So for me, I started my business in 2017.
Your liquor business?
A bar service
Bar ser- I'm
gonna
slash
say,
like
I saw
non-alcoholic
you-
cocktail
I
mixes.
saw how you poured the liquor.
Everybody go follow Charismatic Creations on Instagram.
Make
Yes.
sure y'all do that.
But like,
Do you
so
do
I
you do
started
vending services?
everything.
Okay, bad.
She gonna get into it, boy.
Everything.
I'm just
So
asking, we
when
gonna
I
need it
started
for-
it in
we gonna need it for
2017, oh yeah, pop up, yeah, come on, let's do it.
Say that.
I also had a full-time job, but I always worked in the bar industry, so it was just easy for me to just glide into like a side hustle. And so then, like just being with him and him just inspiring me, like I was able, I like believed in myself. He believed in me. I quit my job, so like my business is full time, and I love it. But on the other hand, sometimes like it was like kind of hard for us to separate business and pleasure because we're business people, but we're also in a relationship. So getting the warehouse was really great because at the warehouse we're talking business.
At home.
And at home is the relationship, wedding plans, house building plans, and stuff like that. So, and then also being a part of his brand, it's just different. It's a different dynamic where I have to be like, you can't drop that, but hey, how do you want your steak? So it's kind of different, but we were able to work it out, and I mean, I loved it.
Y'all beautiful, man. Y'all so cute, man.
Black love.
We
baby.
need more of this. You see this,
Black
man?
love, baby.
Get some money with your shawty and be happy.
Yeah, that's it, man. Grow the fuck up.
Listen to the man.
Wow, ass niggas.
He said some things. You bitch ass niggas. You already know.
Hey,
Okay. So we got the homie Al. This is our homie too. This might be his homie. This our homie too.
he didn't know we knew each other.
What's it like? Talk to us about Big Bro and what? Because I've seen you come apart on the brand recently and take apart some of the things he's been talking about. Social media.
You're the reason I know that they had an Instagram.
I'm about to say you've kind of upped the ante for some of the things he's been talking about. What's it like having Big Bro be like, come on?
Say the right answer.
Shit, you want the truth? No.
Say the right answer.
So truth be told, it's been an eye-opening experience for me. Just come in, and when I came in, obviously y'all know me, and we done events together in the past. I was like, I'm that nigga. I know everything. Like, I'm good. So coming to the table and being around people who have been doing it longer than me, and who just have a better understanding and a different perspective, it was definitely one of those things where, like, be quiet for a second, listen, take in all that I can take in, and continue to grow from it. And it was a time where I kept, like, how do I put it? I kept feeling like I was like, damn, why I keep getting yelled at?
I was going to ask you what happens when you get yelled at.
I was like, what's going on? Like, why do I keep getting yelled at? And so I talked to Nathan. He was like, bro, you just got to talk to him. And so I ended up calling Rich, and we just chopped it up. And I think the biggest thing that I took from that is, one, like, we've only known each other a year. Like, we literally just met and finally got synced up this year.
Wow.
And have been working on a consistent basis and communicating this year. So in that, you get used to people's personality, working styles. You get used to who they are, how they operate. And I had to tell them, like, this is how I operate. This is how I work. I could do X, Y, and Z when you tell me X, Y, and Z. And so through that, I mean, obviously it hasn't been smooth sailing, but it's just a learning process. And I take that in stride. And I'm always grateful for it because I had my own clothing line on the side, and I eventually just tossed that shit. So to be a part of something that's bigger than myself, and it kind of, like, at the end of the day gives me purpose, it feels good. It feels good. And on the social media end, I would say, like Rich said, like, I put a little bit out there, mostly for the purpose because I work with Lex, but it's not like we don't really put ourselves out there. But I got that from him. Seriously, like, I got that from him. Beforehand, I was like, yeah, I got this bottle of Bel Air. I'm out here. Come see me. I'm at Ozio's, Rose Bar. I'm doing all this. And so when they was like, yo, Bel Air's not it. I was like, wait, for real? It's not?
Shout out the boss. Shout out the boss.
Black on. I was like, wait, word? It was like, yeah, bro, that's not it. And then, so little things like that, like little lessons, like literally, like Rich said and Chrissy said, it's a family. And I take that in stride. And even when they, like, you know, they own me, I understand it's for my betterment. Like, I never sit there and, like, I don't know if y'all seen Belly, but Holmes that was on the couch, all that, it's never that. I'm truly grateful to be here, and I, like, really just take everything in stride. And if it ever gets to that point, then I know I can talk to them because that's the relationship we've established. I've known Chrissy and Nate since Kip. Middle school. So they went a year before me. Like, we go back to middle school.
Shout out to DC Public Schools.
Yeah.
That's where I went.
Show that.
That's what it is, DCPS. You see?
You don't know that. You don't know that if you went to a DC public school. You know what I'm saying?
Breeding scholars, nigga. Breeding scholars. I'm trying to tell you, breeding scholars. Nigga.
Everybody right here is a scholar.
All that shit. Tap water, all that.
All that
have to relax.
Rusty water fountain.
You have to calm down.
Y'all niggas went at the fountain.
Oh,
Relax.
Niggas wasn't at the fountain.
before we wrap this up, because this is really y'all really like I really can you can really feel the family like energy between y'all. Like it really feels good to really see people who actually like love each other in all different ways doing shit together. That's nice.
Yeah.
But like to that point though, like everybody in the group has other things going on that's amazing.
Yeah.
But we also put all of the expertise that we have into this. So with business owners and people who are directors at their jobs and have businesses of their own. So it's a lot of expertise in that group chat, and we pour into it. We support each other's businesses and campaign ventures and everything. And then Ricardo D'Sean is just birthed out of
It's a beautiful conglomerate that you all have built.
Yes. Before y'all step off and leave, what should the people know? One thing about Ricardo D'Sean for the future.
Besides that, you make dope shit, and that you're simple and effective.
Simple and effective. We learned that.
Yeah.
If we learn anything, it's simple and effective.
Those two things are very
But
important.
one little last send off. What do you want the people to know about you and your brand?
And it better all be the same thing too.
If you tired
Say
of
the right
people
thing, too.
all up in your videos, dancing and shit, you want good quality videos, good quality product.
Yeah.
They ain't on poolside sitting with their ass out.
Talk to him.
And you want good quality, come to Ricardo D'Sean.
You heard it! You know the wrong fucking Oh, yeah!
Preach with what y'all saying earlier. I want to say it, but I'm not paying attention. You.
Shout out to Ricardo D'Sean. Shout out to the family. Make some fucking noise for him. Lastly, before they leave, make sure, where's the website?
www.RicardoD'Sean, that's RICARDO, the letter DSEAN.com.
Mook, final thing. Oh,
I was about to just point out something real incorrect. I was just wanted to be out of the blue. He pulled something off his hip, and I personally, as a fan,
I saw that.
Hey,
Relax.
hey.
No, one last thing. No, we got one last thing.
Hey, please dab me up, Rich.
Before we wrap up, I got one last thing
I
to
got
say.
scared for a second.
Nah, I felt it.
One last
I
thing.
felt it.
So like Chrissy said, Ricardo D'Sean is full of business owners. Chrissy has Charismatic Creations, but also homie Damo on the cut.
Damo.
She has a candle company. Here, come on.
What's the name? What's the name?
It's the Ryleigh collection.
The Ryleigh collection.
Wax melts on 100.
Listen, we gonna drop all them joints in the video, get all the links to everything. Shout out Ricardo D'Sean. Shout out the brand. Make some fucking noise one more time. Black Friday.
People in trouble. It's robbing season right now.
Oh no, carjacking is up, baby.
Robbing season right now.
Carjacking is up. Number one crime in the area. Lock your vehicles. Be careful, people.
And
Okay.
they stole her band.
Nah, son.
They stole her like that.
They caught somebody in their parking complex coming out the joint. Gun. What's up?
Knees.
That. There that is. I'm like, oh no, that's ridiculous.
Robbing season is in full effect.